Hello and welcome, I'm Tina Cornish. In this video, I would like to address one of the root causes to all illness and accidents. And if you have this within you, I would like to help you shift within this video. The one main cause, and it's not the only cause, please don't get me wrong, it is your emotional body. Now I say body because this is the fact that we are not just a physical body. We have a physical body, an emotional body, a mental body, and a spiritual body. When any one of these bodies go out of balance, you're sure to experience either an accident or manifesting illness in some way or form. So it's one of the biggest things to address, and through every illness, one of the main leading causes comes back down to not addressing the emotions. And this would be very much suppression of your emotions. We are built to cry. We have that natural ability within us to cry. But unfortunately, through a lot of our belief systems and programming since childhood and in society, we tend to take on this approach where it's not good for us to cry. For instance, don't cry. You can get through this. So these are some of the common things some people are told. Big boys don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Unfortunately, this is a very bad programming which comes down into your subconscious mind and works automatically. So when you go on in life, you have experiences which affect your emotional body. Your emotional body is working all the time, just as your mental body and your spiritual body. And we tend to want to just suppress it. I'm sure you'll agree, if you've ever sat and watched a tear-jerking movie and you're in the company of others, you sometimes want to just hold back and not let anyone see that you're actually crying. And suddenly you can develop this pain here in the throat area. This is a very, very good example of how quickly suppressing emotions can create a physical impact within the body. Now, over a long time of period in your life, when you're going through events, you get affected in an emotional way and you don't always express it completely and let it come out of you. And it begins settling within your chakra centers of your body, sits within organs, and eventually over time weakens sectors of your body and thereby receiving illness as a result. So now one of the best ways to address this is to shift your belief system that it is now safe to cry. It is quite okay to cry, and you need to be allowing yourself to go into this stage. It can be very difficult, but there is just a subconscious belief pattern that needs to be shifted. Hopefully I'm going to get to be able to shift that within you now. And one of the best ways to identify if you're in need of emotional healing, if your emotional body is out of balance, would be the triggers that are happening in your life. For instance, you could have been through some kind of a trauma, and when you hear about a similar trauma or somebody talks to you about it, it immediately triggers the emotion. You'll feel the tears coming up. You'll feel that emotional shift within your heart center. And if you are within that pattern of suppression, you will immediately try and stop that crying from happening. And what actually happens is there's an emotional buildup, almost like a volcano, that's bubbling and erupting in you all the time in life and leading up to this point for eruption. Well, you know what it's like with a volcano. Sometimes it gets to the point where it has to erupt. And when you are in tune with your emotional body and allowing yourself those moments of crying whenever it comes up, whenever there is a need for it, you can actually prevent that huge volcanic eruption, which would probably come out as a huge emotional outburst, probably in a place where you don't want to be letting out your emotions. This can happen out in public. So it's something that really, really needs to be addressed especially for good health and total overall well-being. So if you can relate to this, if you feel that you've been suppressing your emotions, you will definitely know about it. And if you would really like the help, I'm about to start helping you, so then please continue listening. One of the very first steps I would like you to do, which you may not be able to do right now watching a video, but after this video, I would like you to go and stand in front of a mirror and look at yourself deeply within to the eyes. Just connect with yourself, and I would like you to say this to yourself: I love and accept you no matter what. And just keep saying that, and then eventually you can shift into any other words that come up for you. But most often it is quite difficult to do this, especially when you're looking deep within your eyes. As they say, when you look into the eyes, you're looking into the soul. But it will create a major shift within you, and you can get more comfortable with releasing the emotions. Tears can come up, depending how good you are at suppressing your emotions. But if they do come up, allow yourself to let them out. You can do this alone in private. Every single bathroom has a mirror in it. I'm sure you've got mirrors in your house, so make good use of it. Okay, the next step is I'm going to dive into doing a bit of an EFT with you to help shift some of those belief systems that are interfering. Okay, so hopefully you've watched the video about how to do EFT, but I will guide you through anyway. You would like to start with your hand on the karate chop point. You're going to use 2 fingers, and we're going to tap gently. And then you're going to repeat with me. I just want you to take in a nice deep breath. Just allow yourself to feel relaxed. And if you're not alone, I would suggest maybe you pause this video and then watch it again when you're alone, because it is sure to shift some emotions. But otherwise, you can just continue here with me. Even though I have not allowed myself to cry, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have not allowed myself to cry, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have not allowed myself to cry, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I'm so scared about crying. I don't want to cry. Crying is for babies. This is ridiculous. How can crying actually help me? I don't want to cry. What should I cry for? I can get through this without crying. I realize I am suppressing my crying. Perhaps that's not a good thing, but I'm so used to suppressing my emotions. Who cares about emotions anyway? I don't see how they can affect my body. But I'm willing to give this a try. I'm willing to just let go of it. In fact, maybe I can allow myself to cry. I suppose it's not such a bad thing. After all, I've been through such a difficult life. I've had so many times when I've just wanted to cry. But of course, I'm very good at not allowing myself to cry. But maybe I can do this. Maybe I could allow myself to heal. Maybe I could allow myself to cry. Perhaps it's not such a bad thing. What if my crying really released my good health? That could be lovely. Maybe my tears are blocking my way. Maybe denying all of my emotions has not been so good for me. I'm willing to make that shift now. I'm going to just do this anyway and see what happens. It might be a good thing for me. I don't know yet, but I'm willing to try. I'm going to allow myself to open. I'm going to allow myself to connect with my heart. I'm going to allow myself to cry whenever I need to. Even though I may feel embarrassed about crying, I'm going to agree to just give it a try. It's just tears after all. I've actually seen so many people crying. And I've even comforted people who cry. Maybe I'm afraid to be comforted. But I'm willing to let go of that thought. I'm willing to make a shift. I might just heal. Maybe my body really needs this. I'm going to allow myself to be open to my emotions. I'm going to address my emotions as they come up. I know I'm very good at feeling great, feeling happy, joyful, and excited. But I'm not so good when it comes to feeling bad. I don't like feeling bad. Who likes to feel bad anyway? Who even likes to cry? It's so embarrassing to cry. It makes me feel so uncomfortable. Perhaps it's time for me to shift out of that comfort zone and to just allow the tears out, to just allow myself to heal. All of these traumas I've had in my life, perhaps it's time for me to release it. I know if I release it now, it's going to subside and it won't erupt unexpectedly. I will stand in private, I will sit in private, and I'll give myself the time for my emotions. I'm going to allow myself to heal. Take in a nice deep breath. Just allow yourself to shift. Now, if any emotions have come up for you, that's a fantastic thing. I hope you went with the flow of it and allowed it out. If nothing has come out for you, please repeat this and please go on and do the mirror exercises that I've told you about. And now I would like to just introduce you to another technique, which is Ho'oponopono. It is an ancient Hawaiian technique, very, very powerful as well, especially if you combine it with various techniques like this. So now the technique is all about just saying the phrase, I am so sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Now it doesn't matter if you get the order of these words wrong, just say it in whichever way it comes up for you. But right now I would like to go with you, so please repeat after me. And you would be talking to yourself in this manner. I am so sorry that I haven't allowed myself to cry. I forgive myself. Thank you. I love you. In fact, I'm going to give you a bit of a swing of different wording here. I love you. I am so sorry I haven't allowed you to cry. Please may you forgive me. Thank you. So that's just a short little example of what you can do. Now you can take that same technique and you can use it. Very, very powerful to use this while you're standing in front of a mirror, talking to yourself, because then you are connected with your soul, connected with your eyes, and you can just allow yourself to cry. Now, allowing yourself to cry in front of a mirror is extremely powerful because you can actually connect to the tears. You can sometimes see and feel the shift happening within the mirror of how you change, so you become more comfortable with allowing those emotions out, whether you are alone or whether it accidentally happens in front of other people. Every person on this planet cries. We all feel emotion. We cannot avoid it at all. It's always taking place in our lives. And we need to be encouraging each other to let it out, to cry, to grieve through difficult situations. It's totally natural. We should never be saying to anybody, don't cry, hold it back, because that is the worst kind of situation, especially from an illness point of view. So hopefully I have helped you. If this has set you forth into a journey of a much deeper situation of trauma that's been in your life and you feel you need some assistance, please reach out to me. I can help you further. This is obviously just a general video helping you to make just a little shift at a time. So I can really and truly help you in a much deeper level if you are interested in that. If not, pay attention to the signs and messages that are coming forth to you, because you may be guided forward to somebody else who can help you, who may be more directly aligned with your soul at this time. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and share and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you did like it. And until we meet again, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.